Yo, what's good? What's good, man? It's your boy Garen Kiyoski back here to break down the Knicks versus the Cavaliers of the game that happened yesterday. Doing a little bonus for you guys because I will not be able to show or do the watch along tomorrow. I will be out, but I will do a post game after. But just want to break down this game. A lot of people are angry, saying that this is the game that we should have won. You know what I'm saying? So salute to H. Yeah, I watched part of Nets game too. I'm not a Nets fan, but it's, watch basketball. But salute to H underscore, man. So there's a few things I want to point out regarding the Knicks. Some of the good things, the bad things, and obviously the so-called Knicksian things or the things that kind of try to tap into some of the trends or developments that we've seen over the season regarding certain plays, regarding certain sets that the coach is trying to run. Salute to Simmons saying, man, salute. Anthony Barker, salute, man. He said, "Can we go?" No. I watched the Nets game. I would never be a Nets fan, but I watch basketball, so I watched the Nets game, man. Yeah, please hit the likes button, subscribe, man. I'm almost at 2,000. It said I was at 2,000 yesterday, but if we get 2,000 again, I'll be giving out a jersey and some hats. So please subscribe to the channel, support your boy, man. I like doing this, putting some good work when I can, but definitely want you guys to support me. Just hitting the likes and subscribing, man. So you get my material. You can break it down. You can debate it. You can say when I'm stupid or not. I'll take it all, man. Suit to Mike Morgan, man. Also, again, it's one game. Knicks fans, I got to say something, man. We have to be patient. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that this regime is perfect. Be patient. We have to be patient. I'm hearing whispers of fire Tom Thibodeau. I'm hearing trade Randle for Andre Drummond. Did we not just forget that Andre Drummond was a big oof who was a antiquated style of basketball, can't really space the floor, is really an overrated defender. He's not a good defender like people try to make him out to be. He's having a good year so far this year, and that has made an all-defensive team. His defensive field goal percentage, or his defensive field goal percentage versus that opponent's average field goal percentage versus everybody else, only went negative in terms of there was a negative margin between the two percentages. Only went negative. It started to go negative 2018, 2017, 2018 season. And I think he's only had 3 seasons with that there. So let's just Knick fans, please, I'm begging. Let's just be patient. It makes us better observers of the game, better analysts of the game, and we're a little bit more patient versus wins, losses, wins, losses, wins. We're looking at the Nets, and yeah, that's one game. It's one game. I've seen this before. That Lakers team that lost in 2004 to the Pistons, they had that so-called chemistry with Karl Malone and Gary Payton at times too. Oh my gosh, they're sacrificed. Blah, blah. Like, chill out, please. Salute to everybody, man. Sock high, man. Salute. No team won it. Yeah, no team even won it. It's funny. Now I'm the one that's taking up for Randle, and I wasn't even a Randle fan, but I'm admitting the guy he's sold into the coach's instructions, playing the point forward, an actual point forward, facilitating from various posts on the floor. You know what I mean? So he's buying into the program. That's what you can ask for these guys, man. So salute to everybody, man. Salute to TL, man. That's my guy, man. Pedro Matos. And I'm going to open up the chat in a little bit because I don't want to take over. I don't want to bleed into any of Lawrence Tier's time. So I'll be really quick with some of the videos I'm going to be showing. Isaiah Thomas signing rumor. Okay. Remember we thought we were better than the Nets? Well, the Nets, I mean, they've sold out twice and got lucky that 2 Mercurial superstars wanted to go there. And they have another Mercurial superstar, or I'm going to say superstar, star. Only Kevin Durant's a superstar by every definition of the word in terms of his talent and production when he's healthy. You have a guy in Harden who basically forced his way out. Harden was such a cancer. Think about this. He got Shaq. Salute to Shaq, man. Shaq said everything right about Harden. Got everything he wanted. Got the players he wanted. Got a player to come in and so-called allow him to play more of ball like he wanted. Got the coach that basically plays his system, and he still was a cancer to the team. He still was cancer to the team. Like, we got to stop. When you guys, I just feel like, look, sometimes I think people overestimate intangibles sometimes. I get that. But sometimes intangibles really truly make the difference between levels of players, whether you be a star or superstar, whether you're going to be a NBA champ or not. A lot of guys do not have intangibles. Oh, thank you, Stephen Fox. Yeah, thank you. I think we're almost there. I'm not sure we're there. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the likes if you can, man. J. Fahim Jr., salute, man. Mike Morgan, salute, man. Simmons, my guy, salute. Let me see. Do nothing to the offseason. Get that top 5 pick, trade random picks for Zach LaVine, and sign Drummond in free agency. I still don't want Andre Drummond. Tommy is Zen, salute, man. Robert Parr, salute. Tommy Zen says, hey, ups, it's just one game and they barely beat the Magic. Who cares, really? Yeah, it's just I watch this stuff just to watch basketball. I don't really care what they're really doing with the Nets. I mean, let the Nets do what they got to do, man, to win it. That means sell the team. You know what I mean? Like, they have one of the worst GMs in Billy King, who basically sold off. I mean, he's not there anymore, obviously, but he was an absolute idiot, Billy King. And yet no one talked about how bad the Nets were or how stupid that trade was. They basically built the Celtics dynasty. Sorry, not dynasty, the Celtics new team right now. So to Gavin Kelly. Gavin Kelly all the way from actually he's not in Indiana, but he's in New York. But suit to Gavin Kelly, man. And Gavin Kelly the other day was talking about bullies and stuff, man. Yo, first of all, let me tell you something about bullies, man. Most of those bullies are emotionally insecure. They come from worse situations than you. Gavin Kelly, I know you're a young kid. You always got a family here. But all those stupid little bullies, man, I'm gonna tell you, just do some push-ups, man. Let me chill, because I want to tell you the way I would handle bullies. But those kids, man, don't let that stuff get to you, man. A lot of those kids, trust me, I grew up. Well, they weren't bullies in high school, but they were just jerks. A lot of those kids became drug addicted, messed up mentally, unsituated. I remember there's one kid who used to be an absolute jerk, and then a mutual friend of ours who was friends with. I wasn't friends with the guy. He came over to a bar, like we were chilling. He brought him over, and the guy was like, he can't interact with people. He was just there quiet, kind of like awkward. Trust me, a lot of people who are bullies, they're doing that because someone else is bullying them, whether it's in their life, whether their parents, all that stuff. So Gavin, don't care about those bullies. They mean nothing. Trust me. Once you get to high school, once you get to college, once you get to the real world, when you start talking to chicks, you know what I'm saying? When you start talking to chicks, or you put your mag down or whatever, trust me, all that bully stuff will go out the window. Trust me. Every person I remember being a so-called bully, for the most part, is worse than what I would ever expected. For the vast majority of them. So don't worry about no damn bullies, bro. Screw them. You always got a family here, bro. Heartbreak Nova, salute Obi's nigga. I gotta give it to BK Nets. I ain't giving the Nets nothing. Sell the Nets to Las Vegas or Seattle. Still, no one cares about the dude who fixed my cable yesterday. He was talking about how he changed from being a Knicks fan to a Net fan, but he's not. I mean, he does. He works on. He has a youth basketball team and stuff. So suit him. He's doing great work. But come on, dogs. You can't be switching back and forth like that, bro. So let's start off with some of the highlights. Obviously, I'm gonna show some positives. Randle, RJ Barrett, and Quickley. I thought Quickley, those three had a really good game. Obviously, RJ Barrett with 4 turnovers, and he had that really bad turnover at the end. Trying to put it behind his back and be too fancy, trying to create the moment. I thought it was the wrong time to do that. But let me see which one I want to show you guys. And I'm gonna show it real quick, and I'm gonna take it off because I don't want to get in trouble. So thing is that you can't keep showing it. You can show it on YouTube, you can break it out, just don't keep showing it. So here, let me show some on the corner 3. Kenya M, salute, bro. I see you, fam. Thank you. Oh, whoa. No volume, sir. What's wrong with you? So here I'm gonna show one. I want to show Barrett's corner 3 because we've been talking about this a lot. And this one staple about Tom Thibodeau is that he wants his so-called shooters to take a lot of threes from the corner. You have guys like Kevin Knox, who I believe is shooting about almost close to 40% of his total shots from the corner 3. He's shooting for the corner 3s. He's shooting. Why can't I find it here? Oh my gosh, can't remember. So yeah, he's shooting 46% of his shots are coming from the corner 3s, and he's shooting 60.9%, which is it's amazing. Elsewhere, he's not. Obviously, he's a little bit lower because he's shooting overall for the season. I believe he's shooting 44%, which is good. Off of he's shooting 3.8 attempts a game, which is great. Right, he's fitting into that role. Other parts of his game, he had a off the dribble shot, which clanked, which I'm gonna show a little bit later in another play. Other parts of his game, it just ain't there yet. You're hoping it comes there, but for right now, keep him on the corner, hit those shots. I would tell him to be a little bit more cerebral, open himself up to allow big guys like Randle or whoever's in a post to pass it to him if they're in trouble. Like I think in that Hornets game where he kind of messed up, Randle kind of threw out of bounds. He was waiting for Knox to flash, but RJ Barrett, it's the same thing. RJ Barrett, and for Knox, his attempts from corner three shot up from last year, which was only 24%, and rookie year was just 20.3%. So obviously Tom Thibodeau is a staple of his to shoot the corner threes. When people talk about what is Tom Thibodeau, we should fire him. Well, he's trying to build the individual talents of certain guys. Like, can we complain that some things are a little bit too slow? And I'm gonna get to some things. Yeah, but to say he should be fired already? And then you complain why people don't want to come to New York. So with RJ Barrett, he shot last year. He shot 29.9% of his shots from the corner three. He hit 35.6%. This year, unfortunately, he's shooting 50% of his shots from the corner three, and he's only shooting 24.1%. So obviously, he has to get that way up. But again, I think with the change in his shot form, which we're going to go over a little bit, obviously there's some things that he has to work out with his form, right? I made a video a while back talking about his new form within the in the preseason. And he's kind of gotten away from it. He's coming back to kind of stepping on his tippy toes when he shoots versus getting that nice ball in the foot and then like kind of just like when you see RJ Barrett, like say this is his foot, a lot of times when he's shooting it's like this. Like he's already like this, already bouncing. That's why sometimes when you see him shoot, it looks like he's already bouncing because he's kind of like bouncing himself on it and ain't really, but he's not getting much. Like if your foot does this, say it's like this, you get a lot more push, right? But RJ Barrett's already here. How much more push can you get? It's just going to be like that. We got Anthony Dunbar. Yo, what's up, Anthony?
G-Mo.
It was good, friend.
Sir, good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I'm a loyal listener and respect to all the Knicks fans out there. But did I just hear you say that Tom Thibodeau is trying to build the individual, what did you say, skill sets from the people on the team?
Yes.
Can you cite me an example, sir?
Yes, of course. So Mitchell Robinson, right? Mitchell Robinson, he's on the floor. I don't think he's fouled out one game yet. He's spending more time on the floor. His defensive fundamentals, you can see with Tom Thibodeau, is literally screaming at him to keep his hands down when he's trying to reach over the ball. Obviously, yesterday with Drummond, because Mitchell Robinson has the strength, he got bullied. But Mitchell Robinson's his defensive field goal percentage this year is actually a lot. When I say a lot. But it's at least compared to last year, which is still negative. His defensive field goal percentage is lower than last year. Yeah, his blocks are down, but his overall defense has gotten a lot better. He's averaging, I believe, 30-something minutes on the floor, right? He's averaging 30.2 minutes on the floor versus 23.1 the previous year, right? His rebounds are going up 8.2 versus 7 last year. Actually, his steals are up 1.5, right? His blocks are slightly down from 2 to 1.8. Another guy you can see with Kevin Knox, even though Kevin Knox has been a three-point shooter, like I just mentioned, he's shooting a lot more corner threes, right? That is going to be his game for right now. And from every time you see him kind of shoot well from the corner three, you see him kind of expand his game out because he's a confidence guy, right? He doesn't really have a mid-range game. He's not the most adept driving to the basket or half-court sets. But you see that Tom Thibodeau is trying to put him in a position of strength and from which there to work the rest of his game. Julius Randle is obviously the obvious one, but Julius Randle is basically being the point forward that your boy Fizzo tried to make him to be, right? The guy's, I believe, he's averaging more points, more rebounds, and way more assists versus last year. And that's one of his various uses from the pinch post, the weak post. The pinch post on the weak side, the strong post, low post. Randle, some people are saying he's MVP numbers. And literally Randle, when you look at his game, a lot more composed, better shots, a lot less Spinderella spins at the basket or against one man, a lot better passing to the open guy. I mean, Kevin Knox is literally eating right now because of Randle. RJ Barrett is going to be a little bit tougher to truly say, RJ Barrett, I think that he's trying to get him to be a more prolific corner three-point shooter, to have him take more of those corner shots, to work on his game because corner threes are the easiest. You see RJ Barrett taking a few more mid-range shots or taking it a little bit more purpose in the past few games. He still has to work on his right, going to his right, or just going to his right. He needs to just do that, period, and finish with his left. But you do see changes in certain players. So I'm confused as to, why you don't think that Tom Thibodeau is working on individual development.
Okay, here's the thing. I think you're reaching because someone put in the chat last night or the night before that Thibodeau should be fired.
Okay, how does that prove that I'm reaching?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Sometimes in player development, you also have to save a player from himself. Let's take a look at last night's game with Drummond and Mitch.
Okay.
Drummond ate his lunch.
Okay.
Bent him over, right? Mitch got hurt. Mm-hmm. Mitch could not handle Drummond. He left Mitch out there to do what? To suffer. He left Mitch out there with a team on a game that was winnable. He did nothing to try and say, you know what, Mitch? All right, let me pull you out here for a second so you can take a look and see what's going on. And better than that, you're hurt. You're on one leg. You jeopardized the game because of you trying to. I don't understand what he was trying to do. That's one. Two, you said with RJ Barrett. I don't necessarily know if it's Tibbs or if it's the overall player development and the coaches that they got to work with RJ. RJ is still a work in progress. But if you're working trying to build RJ Barrett, a lot of the things that we talked about previously is to try and give RJ Barrett the ball more. Who has the ball more than RJ Barrett? Peyton and Randle.
Yeah,
how is that developing him?
But RJ Barrett is literally the other playmaker on this team. Like, okay, one thing about Alfred Payne, right? But that doesn't disprove anything I said about development. So let me go back to the Mitchell Robinson argument. I agree, and I was going to get to that. We should have played zone, or we should have packed the paint like how we did. But again, Drummond was getting great position, and that's just a coaching thing, right? That's not to say that he's not been working. Like all the stats I just gave you, on Mitchell Robinson, that shows development. Now, granted, he's not strong yet down low because, again, he's very skinny. That's something you have to work on in the offseason. No coach will say and tell you to do heavy lifting and to pack on muscle during the season. You're going to get injured, right? So, again, you have to wait to the offseason for that to happen. But to sit there and act like his defense has not gotten better. The guy is spending 30 minutes on the floor, and he's fouling a lot less, right? Something that we all complain about, that when DJ was here, he got Mitchell Robinson better. Once DJ left, it wasn't the same. Right, and then RJ Barrett has a ball in his hands. Like, I don't know what else. RJ Barrett had an efficient game. He shot 50% from yesterday, 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3.
I'm not saying he didn't have an efficient game. I'm talking about overall. I'm talking about the season overall. I've watched. We talked about this before. I've watched his game plan offensively. His offensive game plans that I've seen him put out there has not been very good. Knox, you mentioned Knox. He hasn't done anything for Knox. Knox is just standing out there in the corner waiting for a busted play, and he gets handed the shot.
No. Knox is I think he gets the majority of his passes from Randle, by the way, which you said is not improved. And by the way, it's not Knox to stand in a corner. That's his position of strength. We know Knox is a young kid who needs a lot of confidence. The guy's shooting 60.9% from the corner 3, and he's shooting about, 44% of his shots from there? So it's like, again, we complain. Like, one thing I can say is that with Knox, do I want to see other things? He had that one post-up move a few games ago. I haven't seen it since. But Knox, when he's on the floor, we have to find a way to make him effective to build up his confidence, which I think feeds into his focus. We've seen him again. We talk about his defense against that Bucks game. You're going to sit and tell me that Knox did not have one of the best defensive games we've seen in his career period? I won't say he shut down, but he was at points. He was locking down Kevin Middleton, played really great help defense on Giannis. And we sit here, and what were the complaints on Kevin Knox? He's terrible on defense. His defensive awareness is bad. He doesn't know how to play straight up man. He has sloppy feet. And then when we see it, we don't give him credit for that. So where are we not getting the individual developments with certain players, especially certain young players on this team?
How about, I'll give you another one. Obi Toppin has been back now 2 games. He's made less than a cameo appearance in 2 games. How can you explain that? If he's the future, you said you drafted him literally to be your future. How does he play 30 seconds one game and 2 minutes in another game, in a game where their front court player was destroying you and you need all bodies on deck, and Obi Toppin is not in the game? What did Obi not do? Did he not practice well at some point in time? What did he not do for you not to have him in the game last night? Well,
first of all, salute to Stephen Foxman. That's my guy, general of the Blarnes Tears podcast. He said Mitch is second in the league in offensive rebounds and Randle's third in defensive rebounds. So again, development. But real quick, on your Obi point, let me just say something, man, because I think that sometimes we look at these basketball players like they're robots, right? I tore my calf, and I thought it was an Achilles injury. When you have somebody who has a calf injury, they're going to come back. They're most likely going to come back slowly. They don't need the muscle back there that pulls on the Achilles because it's all connected. I think it's like 3 or 6. I forgot how my doctor said it, right? They're bringing them back slowly to make sure they don't rush him, to overexert him. Now, granted, they have been overexerting some other players on the team, namely RJ Barrett and Randle. But we're sitting here acting as if Obi Toppin is some super duper star who doesn't need easing in. And the thing about it with the development, I'm going to show this later because it's part of my so-called Knicks segment, where they're using Obi Toppin a lot more on the perimeter. So I think they're trying to find a way to have Obi Toppin be able to play with Randle on certain rotations, to have two a solid or project to be solid with regards to Obi, solid front court guys who can operate in the pick and roll, pick and pop, have Obi play away from Randle so you have an inside-out game. And you see it. Literally, you saw it. Now, was it Obi? Was it Tom Thibodeau's fault in that play? And I'm going to show it. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was maybe second or third quarter. Obi had the ball at the top of the key, and Drummond was a few feet away from him, and he didn't pull up the shot. Was that Tom Thibodeau's fault, or was that Obi's fault? It's probably Obi's fault because he's like, all right, I'm a little tentative. I don't want to take the shot. But that's development. If I'm putting you in a position where I'm trying to work on your weaknesses, right? I think with certain guys, Tom Thibodeau is going to push them more to their strengths. Guys like Knox, because he's a confidence guy. But someone like RJ, who knows who could take, he's like, all right, I know RJ's going to wake up tomorrow and be like, look, what are my weaknesses? I know that I'm going to work 24/7 at it. Another guy, Obi, I think he's a high confidence guy. Let me work on trying to space the floor out versus utilizing him. And I'm not putting at parts where I think they should have utilized him as a zone breaker. But again, they're using him a lot on the perimeter because I think they want to see, can this guy shoot from the outside so we can mix and match him in different offensive rotations. So to sit here and say that that's not development, like I don't know what, because we're not winning. If we were winning and we were winning with all our vets, or our vets were getting the majority, no one would be complaining about any of this. I think that the losing has gotten to our heads is like, oh, we want to fire Tibbs, man. Where's the development? It's like, guys, be patient. Be very patient. And this is the thing about it. When we say things like fire Tibbs, I don't think Tibbs is watching this, but if it got out, this is why people do not want to come to New York. This is why we miss out on the guys who are experimental coaches or coaches who have, like, you know, we might miss out, even though I know we're going to get him. We can miss out on the freaking Brad Stevens or the Shaka Smarts because we don't give them time to actually develop these guys. We're sitting here judging these guys. We don't know what's going on in the lab. And these guys, but the thing about, we're seeing improvement individually by players. So what do you want? RJ Barrett had an efficient game. We've been begging for RJ Barrett to have an efficient game. He had it. He had more assists than a freaking Elfrid Payton. He's basically trying to butt him as our second playmaker, yet we're sitting here saying there's no development. Stephen Fox just said Mitch is second in the league in offensive rebounds. Randle's third in defensive rebounds. And yet, no development. The guy staying on the court 30 minutes a night versus 23 the year prior. His offensive field goal percentage versus field goal percentage of the opponent, average opponent, is better. Are you there? I think he dropped the phone. But it's like, come on, Anthony. You're my guy, Anthony. But you can't do that, man. You can't. We Knicks fans, man. Anthony, I didn't drop the phone on you, by the way. I don't know what happened. Maybe your phone cut off. I did not. I would not drop the phone on you, bro. Coach Tom is not allowing the youth to learn the breaks. I don't know about that, man. There's certain things I don't like what Tom Thibodeau's doing, but again, I'm not in the lab. We can get to what Drummond did to Knicks center is what RJ can do to most guards, and he's strong, blah, blah, blah. Joe Madden, salute. What the hell is he hasn't played? Wait, what the hell are you talking about? He hasn't played for you to criticize. Let me see. A caller's bucket. Obi's our future and be traded at the deadline. Deal with it. Obi Toppin should be traded as soon as possible. You guys, man, holy crap. And when Obi Toppin's doing well, everybody disappears. Just like the RJ to the bench thing. You're not a good Knicks trash on future. Joe, who are you talking to, Joe? I know it's not me, but who? Golly, y'all be going at each other in this chat, man. Damn, Obi, hey, dude hasn't even played a full game. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. How can you have the Knicks fan? Yeah, I just don't understand. It's like, look, I was not a fan of Obi being drafted, but I'm gonna give him a chance. He's with a smart coach, Tom Thibodeau, and I'm starting to see some trends that Tom Thibodeau's doing with certain players. And I can't hate on it. Certain things I don't like, but we're going to get to that. But again, you guys got to breathe, man. If we were winning, you guys would be kissing the high heavens. You guys would be kissing the high heavens with this guy. So let me show one play. And me calling out fair use does absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to show this real quick. I'm going to take it off. Of course. Why? My stupid computer. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right. So real quick with the epic pad. So this is going to be RJ's corner three. I want you guys to focus. I want you guys to focus on how he shoots the three itself. So you got Randle, kicks it out, and he passes it. You got a little bit tentative, and Weston pass it back. But look at his. So, damn, I wish I could play this slower. Let me see. No, I can't play it slower. So just pay attention to RJ's form. Look at how his feet are already kind of like already in jump mode, right? He's ready on his toes, on his tippy toes. Not really on the ball. He's kind of on the ball, but he's not getting a good jump on it. Like his catch and shoots, pay attention to his catch and shoots and his mid-range shots and see how much more jump he gets on his mid-range shots when he's actually driving with the ball and shooting it. So RJ has to work on that. I know he's working with handling, and here, the L shape's okay. It can be a little bit straight, and is at the apex. But again, the jump is just not strong. But he makes it here. Look, RJ may never be a great three-point shooter. He may be one of these Phil type of shooters who has to control when he shoots the shot. But yeah, RJ Barrett. The jump shot is just the form. He's not following through some of the things that he's learned during the summer. And he's been playing heavy minutes. And here's another one I want to show. Hold up. Okay, no volume yet. And here it looks a little better. He gets a little bit more jump on this one. But again, you're just like, damn. It's right there. If you could just focus on getting that strong release on a jump, getting more of his full foot on the jump. You know what I'm saying? Just look at his feet. Wow, that is a terrible drawing. You just hope that he can get his feet a little bit more planted so he gets a nice jump. Like if you want to see RJ Barrett getting a good jump, go to the first preseason game. Remember the one where he missed those two shots? Those were really good jumps. The 2 threes he missed in a row, even though he did miss the threes, those are really good shots. Crap. Those are really good shots. So you see here, he's going to load up. Randle gets out to RJ. Now he still is weird. So he plants his foot more with his right, but he's tiptoeing with his left. And maybe he's a little bit scared. He's like, I got to get it off soon. But like, pay attention to this. Right here, if y'all can see it. Look at the feet. Look at his left planted already springing, but his right is more planted on the ground. He has to be a lot more consistent when he's shooting, so you get a nice full spring off the foot, off both feet. Here gets a little jump. But you see how kind of like it's like a Zach Randle. It's like it's not even really jumping off the ground. So a lot of the movement has to come from his arms. He makes it here, but again, he can't live and die like that. He has to go back to the fundamentals, which you saw in the first preseason game where he was truly jumping with both feet and then just nice release. I mean, it missed, but it looked nice and sharp. So hopefully RJ Barrett cleans that up. Let me see. RJ Barrett takes it. And you've seen RJ Barrett take it with his right. Now, RJ Barrett is funny because he could go with his right, but he finishes with his left. Let me see. IMK Band, salute, bro. Hope you're doing well, bro. We're seeing is Quickley ready to start. We'll get to that. We quickly starting. Quickley is a combo guard. He is not a point guard. JW138I, salute. How can you compare Obi to Randle? You play like, oh yeah. Anything Dunbar, you might. I didn't hang up the phone to you, by the way. Anything Dunbar, that's on you. Mixed Sports, salute, man. Salute. Gregory Levin, salute. Randle ain't going nowhere. No, he's not. Payton is dirt. Yeah, Payton sucks. So I just want to see him show some with. So RJ Barrett he called himself ambidextrous. So I need to see RJ Barrett finishing more with his right. And I'm not talking about cheating and finishing with your left. I'm talking about if you're going to go to your right, finish with your right. So people don't have that. So you basically can attack the basket when you have contact on you. You know what I'm saying? Without someone having an angle on. Now, in this case, he does beat, I believe it's JaVale McGee. He beats JaVale McGee on this play. But he thinks he's slick. Now, he had an efficient game. Go what works for the time being. But you think you slick, RJ. You're not slick, my guy. Look at this. If I get my freaking cursor over here. Your boy RJ Barrett. Look at him. Now, look at beautiful. Pick and roll with Randle. JaVale McGee is shielding more of Randle because Randle is a threat on the move. JaVale McGee reacts a little bit too late, tries to reach over because he knows he's done. RJ Barrett has a nice free lane. Now, RJ Barrett here, now people say, oh, he exploded. He's not that explosive like that. RJ Barrett could have finished with his left. He didn't. He does go on his right, but he thinks he's slick because he finishes with his left. RJ Barrett has to improve that. He has to improve that. He has to have that right with him. And that's something he should have been working on in the summer. He can work on it now. He's still working on it now. That's something that's not going to sit here and you have to take it, but it's muscle memory. But he says ambidextrous. So, again, it's up to RJ Barrett to improve. But, again, RJ Barrett has solid. Now, he had those 2 killer turnovers. But RJ Barrett, last night, he did finish with 20 points, 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. That's something else. If you complain about, oh, RJ Barrett shoots free throws poorly, and he's improved it. He's improved his free throw percentage. He's shooting 72% from the free throw line. On the road, he's shooting 80%. So maybe, I don't know, the home crowd is messing up in his head. Simmons saying, why didn't dunk the ball? He's just not exposed like that. But again, look, I'm allowing him to go what works for right now, even though I want to finish with his right. RJ's distance between his legs and jump shots, I knew from some of his shoulder with other time. Yeah, he's not consistent. Like you see, he kind of did the Reggie Miller a little bit where it's kind of angled in. And the right foot, on that last one, the right foot was planted, but the left foot was already bouncing. So it's like, even that, I'm a righty, so but I'm usually uniform when I'm jumping. Why would he? Because he catches it. Yeah, that's a bad form. That's bad form to be bouncy on your lead foot. You got to be uniform that, and you have to plant more of your feet so you get the nice jump. So RJ Barrett has some things to work on, man. Again, the brother had a good game. Probably understood his limitations, and again, he's being a little bit hesitant with some shots. But again, it's Tom Thibodeau's probably telling him to take these shots. So, YH salute, bro. He says, why trade run? He's the Knicks' best player and a potential all-star. Yeah, right now, it's because we're losing. It's just that. People are going crazy whenever you see. So I'm going to show some other pod. I'm going to show some Quickley highlights. And we haven't been taken off the net yet. Yes. How did I talk like that? Anyway, so yeah, just want to show some play by Quickley. Again, he is more so a combo guard. He's not really a point guard. That's not a diss to him. You know what I'm saying? Because people were so discussed with Elfrid Payne, but again, he's just not that type of guy. Whoa, C-Max, man. This guy, man. First of all, TL, come see. Actually, I gotta go check a doctor, check my knee, man. I can't even freaking. My joints are effed. TL, bro, you don't want it, man. You don't want it, son. You don't want it, man. I'll destroy this dude, man. Let me see. Y'all saw that clutch last second shot. He has a quick shot to be effective. Who are you talking about exactly? You talking about RJ? So let's go to Emmanuel Quickley's highlights. I just want to show real quick off the dribble. People complain that he lanes in when he shoots and that stuff. But Quickley I'm not saying this is going to be him, but I think for his rookie season, he's going to at least be at best, he's probably going to be microwave type of player, a microwave scorer. Again, right now, I don't mind it. He's going to have these games where he kind of suffers against, heady guards who can, pick his pocket, guards that he has trouble getting space against or creating space against. But here, really nice, quick shot. He's filled himself in again. I'm not saying he can shoot threes, so I'm not going to say he's a streaky guy. But this is what you want. Nice, clean, boom. Easy. No need to try to be fancy. None of that trash, man. No need to be fancy. Get the ball, shoot the shot. I think Tom Thibodeau's telling these guys, look, shoot the freaking shot. I don't care what us, and I'm counting myself, stupid Knicks fans say. Shoot the shot. You know what I'm saying? He had some games where he was struggling. I think, again, and the funny thing is that people talking about he's a point guard. A lot of times when he's struggling it was with the ball in his hands a lot, but he's trying to force something, trying to create space against a defender, right? He's better playing off of the ball. He's better playing as an off-ball guard. He can pass, but he's not. He only has 2.6 assists. He has 0 secondary assists, so 0 hockey passes. So when he's passing somebody, it's probably not. I wouldn't say he's not on the floor in the offense, but it's probably him passing to a guy and they do something, or he's passing it and it's kind of like, all right, they because maybe what I was trying to do didn't work. Versus, all right, I'm passing boom, 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 bang, or boom, 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 bang. That makes sense because obviously hockey assist would be you pass the guy who makes the assist. You see it here again. Good on the ball, off the dribble, court awareness. Again, I'm not saying he's a point guard, but again, he did play point guard in high school. He's going to have those instincts. And I want to see more of this where you have I don't say stupid teams, but you have teams that, I'm not even showing it, my bad. Where you have teams that defensive breakdowns, like he was doing this in the beginning of the preseason. You know what I mean? Look at this. Draws the defense in. Obi Toppin on out. For all people saying that, how you develop Obi Toppin, they're trying to develop his perimeter skills. Obi Toppin in college shot most of his threes from the corner, and he only averaged total threes 2.6 threes a game. So look at this. He draws attention. Bam. Even though he should have thrown an alley-oop a little bit back, a little bit up. And look where Mitch is. This is where I wish we could run some Spanish pick and roll, man. But obviously not Spanish pick and roll, but Cleveland got caught in the zone. They slept. Make the pass. You know what I'm saying? Great play by Quickley there. Got a few some other ones. Here's him utilizing the pick and roll with Obi. Again, he could be really dangerous. I wish you have a mid-range. He's saying some long floaters, but here's what they want to do with him and Obi. When people say not developing Obi, what are you talking about? They're probably gonna have Obi a lot more in pick and pop. Now, in this case, I actually wanted Obi to pop out because look where Obi's trying to guy. They recovered fine because I think that's is that Stevens? Yeah, I think that's Stevens that's on him, right? Sets off, beautiful set off to push Stevens out of there. Great pick by Obi. Better than Mitch and all these other guys who've been there for years, right? But look at this. I wish what's the name would have popped out because that is a target. Because look, Drummond had a good defensive game, and you have JaVale McGee down low. So that's trouble. I wish Obi would have popped out and spaced out a little bit better because you're right behind. You're not going to get position against Drummond because y'all didn't get position against Drummond the whole night. You know what I'm saying? So, again, boom. They got the floater in. But in those plays, I think you want a little bit more pick and pop with Obi. And I would tell Obi, look, you got to be a little bit more cerebral, man. If you have the guy down there down low, a guy like him, like Drummond, you know what I mean? Pop out, space out. You know what I'm saying? So he can give you that quick pass and you shoot the open three because Stevens and Drummond both fed into that. Stevens didn't stay out and then kind of be like, all right, you got Drummond has him. All right, let me slip off. He fought aggressively, recovered on that. So, I mean, so I don't say his luck. Again, Quickley had some ridiculous stat regards to floaters in college. Suits of Alex Prime Sports, man. Salute. Anthony 212, salute. IQ's penetration better than Payne's. IQ's brain is better than Payne's. Payne is absolute garbaggio. I can't stand Payne. I'm good. Begin to see that I said let him play to allow these rookies to settle in. And that Thibodeau likes his veterans, whatnot. I'm good with Payne. I'd rather have freaking Wesley. What's his guy's name? What's his name? Wesley. David Wesley out there, and he's retired. Salute to Charles B. You troll. Chris B. Salute. Yeah, I don't get why every Knicks fans wants a true point guard. How many true point guards in the league? Salute to 0.5, by the way. Salute. Salute to everybody, man. I greatly appreciate you guys being here, man. Please get the likes up, man. Salute to SJ the third. Yak Town in this. Not just spit all over the place. By the way, where's my boy Joe? Where's my boy Joe? Brand new. Let me just show off. Let me just show off the threads, baby. Bruno Fernandez Samar, baby. Liverpool, baby. Where you at, Joe? F out of here, boy. What's wrong with you? Anywho's. Thesis Thomas, salute. What's good, Legion and Knicks family? IQ played well, but he shot way too much, even on the Florida. He had knocks on the last play. Was that the last? Well, the game was out of hand anyway. You want a quick shot. Like, do you want a three? Fine. But I think you're saying this. Let me just try to get a quick shot and then maybe try to get a steal. Because I think that brought it down to 3, right? That layup he had. Either way, I mean, it's kind of bang, bang, bang. So it is what it is. Because if we made the shot and we had the steal and shot a 3, you would be saying, hey, you wouldn't be complaining about it, right? So it is what it is. I understand where you're coming from, but in those situations, so bang bang is tough. Is that one? And I will not be on tomorrow, guys. Yo, City for real, salute. That's my guy. Joe Madden, watch your mouth, bro. Watch it, yo, Joe Madden. You talk too much, bro. What's Chelsea again? What do you understand? Joe. I only talk to guys from the first place, second place, third. I don't talk to the riffraff below us. Come on, Joe. Don't do that. Don't do that, Joe. Come on, Joe. All right, let's get some more film. Oh, I love this, man. I wish I had somebody to help me aggregate these films, man. And real quick, just a little taste of IQ is I'll give it to him now. He's been forcing a little bit, trying to force the fouls a little bit too much at times, man. But I will give it to him. He is crafty at somehow drawing contact when it's in the rhythm of the game. Now he's had issues where it was stupid, right? Where he's just kind of like he's up top and it's so obvious what he's trying to do and it's not working. So he has to be very careful in doing that. But because he has long arms, he's 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. He has those long arms that allow him that when he's dribbling, he can keep up his dribble. That sometimes when people reach, they get that contact. Once you hear that, oh, that's how you be doing. So you dribbling, whatever, keep your dribble, and just do that because you have such long arms. It's gonna be hard for them to get a true, you know what I mean? And he's a depth dribbler, so that helps him out. Quick, you don't need to force that, baby. Don't need to force that, man. So just real quick, let me just look at his foul draw rate, or how many of his fouls he's shooting. How many of his shots total come from? So right now he is his free throw rate dropped. Yeah, it dropped to it's still good. It's still okay at 30%. So that means 30% of his shots are coming from the foul shot. At one point he's like 70-something. But last year he was in college. He was a salute to Man and Knicks. Guys, please subscribe to Man and Knicks. That channel is growing. You got people coming at you, Man and Knicks on Twitter now. Yeah, you are famous now. So you got people like, yo, they said this, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on. Is that Ron Cleveland in the corner? I was like, oh, okay, my guy Ron is growing. That's my guy. That's the general right there, man. So salute to Ron. Salute to Man and Knicks. Salute to Man and Knicks. Go subscribe to his channel. What else? Salute to Blarn's Tears. If you're on tonight at 11:45. Salute to MBK. Nothing but Knicks. Please go subscribe. You guys are probably all subscribed, but please subscribe to his channels, man. Support all your content creators, man. Let me try to go through this quickly. I do want to open up the video chat for anybody who wants to come through. Just real quick, I just want to show quickly when I was talking about quickly drawing fouls. Again, the guy he's a crafty player. I don't think he's a point guard, but he's definitely a crafty player. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I have the freaking thing in the way. So yeah, it's just simple as that, man. You got an idiot like Andre Drummond reaching over. Look at that, bad defense. Just let it happen. Okay, he reached over, boom. Quickley is going to be a solid guard. I don't think he's a point guard in this league, but he's going to be a solid guard in this league, man. The kid is heady. He's smart. He had a solid game. But people say, oh, he shot too much of that stuff. Well, you guys complain about playmakers on his team, right? So what do you want? Do you want the kid to develop as such or what? What is it that you want from him? Let me see. Let me get to the bad. So that was a good. I did have some Randle highlights, but Randle's been basically doing Randle stuff in a good way, by the way. Randle last night, he had 28 points, 11 for 20 from the field. That's good. 2 for 4 from 3, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls. Anthony Dunbar, you my guy. How the hell do you say Randle's not improved this year? I'm not even a Randle fan, and I think he's improved. How are you saying he's not improved? So it is what it is. And I had some highlights of him with some strong fadeaways and his passing. He had that nice pass, I believe, to Elfrid Payne, who's cutting through cutting through the foul line. Solid game by Randle. Another thing I like from Randle, but one thing I didn't like was that when Randle, he was talking to Knox. He's like coming out of a timeout. He's coming out from a commercial break. He hit Knox on the chest, kind of like, yo, hey, let's go, baby. You know what I mean? And Knox is that type of guy. You have to like put your arms around him, and, because he's just so freaking, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. But then when RJ Barrett had the turnover, he kind of put his head down like, you know what I mean? He has to be consistent in regards to, look, if he's going to be a leader on his team, or he's want people to basically improve, and that comes with confidence. So you have to instill confidence. Hey, RJ Barrett, keep your head up. Come on. Let's get back in the play. You got it. You know what I mean? Give them the assurance that you have their back. You know what I mean? And I know you've changed your game around, but let it be known like, hey, come on. We bet in this. Let's get it. Versus, don't do that. So Randle got to be a little bit more consistent in regards to how he his nonverbal communication. Salute to William Luca Jr., man. He says IQ-D is underrated. IQ's defense is questionable at this point. He's letting a lot of guys beat him to the basket, guys who are stronger than him. At times, sometimes he gets swipes, but a lot of guys who are beating him straight through the middle of the defense. He just doesn't really have an answer yet. And he's skinny. He had that. He's skinny. He's skinny. He's thin. He's a little on the weaker side. So I'm gonna show. And there's one play with Chetty Osman yesterday. Chetty Osman got great position. Chetty Osman is definitely bigger than him, but IQ, I wouldn't sit here and say, hey, he's an underrated defender yet. I mean, it's only how many games, so we got to see. Suits everybody in the chat, man. Please hit them likes. Man, to the Knicks. Ron Cleveland says, Tom Thibodeau said everything is on the table for the next game. That includes the starting lineup. Hey, we'll see, man. Randle's definitely improved, but he's not the future. I never said he was a future, but to say he's not, these guys aren't improving, or that Tom Thibodeau's not trying to improve these guys individually, I think you kind of swung and missed on that one. Foy Trey, man, salute, man. By the way, the Boondocks, one of my favorite cartoons outside of season 4. That was garbage because they kicked the creator out. I'm sorry, I keep leaning back and it covers my mouth when I'm with the logos and crap. So yeah, I'm gonna just show this. This is the bad now. We get into the bad, and this is with Andre Drummond. This is one thing I didn't like about this game. We did not play this team the same way. First of all, we don't play zone, which is killing us. I'm gonna get to that in the next segment. Look at that defensive positioning. Randle, he's already in the restricted area. It's easy. Look at this. Look at this. Randle, bro. Look at Drummond, guys, feet out, everything. This is terrible. Terrible defensive position. What are you going to do against this? I can't. I'm trying to use my damn marker. Oh, crap. Hold on. What the fuck? Okay. All right. Look at this. Wait, what the why is it not working here? Oh, I can't use it now. I don't know what the hell's happening. But look at Drummond down low. Randle, look at the position by Randle. Your hips already out, so you're basically, I mean, look at this. Deep position on the hips, push Randle out. You can't do much about this. The only thing you do is foul. You're done, Randle. You're done. Look, he's trying to push up on this guy. You got to get under. Use the hips and push out. It's all with the hips. When they tell you how to lift, when they tell you how to lift heavy things, it's not you use your back. You kill your back. Is you got to use those legs. Got to use those hips. I don't want to sound, because someone's going to say pause. I was going to say thrust, but pause. But you got to use those hips to push him out that positioning. Look at this. It's already done. Terrible position by Julius Randle. Terrible. So that's on Julius Randle, man. Not good. Defense, really poor on that end. I got to take this off before YouTube kills me. To everybody, man. Mr. Rocket, salute, bro. Drummond too strong, and that's why you should probably play zone 2-3. But we're gonna get to that next, man. Muhammad Musa, salute, man. Sharif Cooper for me, please. Why? Because he beat UK today. Sharif Cooper is cool. I watched some part of his game. I gotta see a little bit more of him. I've been watching some highlights and stuff. I gotta see a little bit more of him. But they did beat UK. UK, they suck. No spacing. They can't shoot a 3 to save their lives. So they have such poor spacing on that UK team. But we get to that later, man. JNN salute. He says Hornets need to trade for Drummond. I don't know about that. Let me see who else in here. That's it. All right. Let me get to the next part on Drummond. Let me see. Drummond basically stole the show. That was one of our biggest negatives. Him and Chetty Osman shooting, but Chetty Osman, I'm gonna tie that more so into. I think there's another positioning negative here. Yep. It's like no one wants to push their hips on him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm paused because I know people are gonna kill me for that, man. Basketball, when you're playing against bigger guys, you got to use those hips. You will die every time trying to play in with your back or push on their back with your arm. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I want to show this real quick and show how much space Nerves well allowed on this play. It's terrible. You are not going to defend anybody doing this. This is why Nerves well everyone gets on him, because it's like, dogs, you're supposed to be this solid center. You're just not that. Like who do you defend well? Who do you defend well? And then he had a good game yesterday, and the reason why is because he was out on the perimeter wasn't defending Drummond. So he was very lucky with that. But he did his thing yesterday defensively. I ain't taking that for Nerves well, but on this play, nada. Oh crap, I can't. This marker thing is so freaking annoying. I can't use it. So look at this, Nerves well. Look how much space. Now, look how much space Nerves Well's already given. Andre Drummond's already in great positioning. Squatting down, bending down. Nerves well, who do you think you're going to box out there? Who do you think? Look how much space Nerves well is pushing, creating with him by using his arms. Terrible. Terrible. It's already in a solid hook shot. He already got leverage on you. That's his game. Solid hook shot. You already got leverage on you. You messed up. So real quick, Drummond, great space. Easy hook shot. Terrible. Terrible defensive schemes playing by the individual players. And then Tom Thibodeau, I don't know for what reason he didn't want to play zone. Tom Thibodeau is weird with that. I don't know why he doesn't want to play zone. Another defensive awareness by the Knicks. Terrible defensive awareness. This has to come with him cleaning up. Oh, man. I just watched the pass by your boy, yours truly, Lamar Jackson, and he just missed the guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look how bad this play is, man. Hold on. Look how bad this play is for the Knicks. Look how terrible this play. Defensive awareness. We just can't clean up boards, man. It's bad. Like, effectively against solid centers. I don't know what we're averaging in regards to our team in terms of hold on, let me see. Let me just check this real quick. What the Knicks are averaging as a team, or ranking, excuse me, regards to defensive rebounds. The Knicks are oh Jesus, why is this taking so long to load? Why is it showing me a pregnancy commercial? What is this? Sorry, I'm just waiting for this stupid site to load up. I don't know what's happening. All right, it's clear now. Defensive rebounds, the Knicks are averaging actually 11th. Interesting. But I wonder how many of those are like contested, like truly contested, because obviously guys are hitting out. We had a stretch where teams weren't shooting well. You know what I'm saying? So, but just here, just terrible defensive awareness. Look at this. Load up. So you got Dotson, pass out to but then look at this. Dotson goes up. Quickley didn't even fight him to get in there. Rivers, no one's crashing. You got the Three Stooges over here all stuck together. No one's fighting nothing. Easy for Drummond. And granted, Drummond's a big dude. So it's probably gonna be a battle anyway. But it's just something with the Knicks. Sometimes we lose focus. Lose a lot of focus on these boards. And this is a game we could not allow them to kill us that way. We know what Drummond could do. We know what type of player he is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how many points in the paint he had. I want to see how many points he had in the paint. Sorry, I'm just going to the last game. Oh my Lord! All these stupid sites just open up 20 billion things at once. Come on, dogs. And of course, it doesn't want to show me the last game because it's stupid. So I have to go to NBA.com. It's freaking crazy. It's freaking killing me. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you guys really quickly. Just trying to get to the Knicks game details, see how many points in the paint they had. Exactly. And this computer takes 20 years to load up. So, yeah, they have 54 points in the paint. We had 52. I wonder how many of those Drummond had in the paint, but I can only imagine he had the vast majority of those. So, yeah, it wasn't pretty, man. Oh, crap. This is still on? My bad, guys, before I get in trouble. Let me show the other one with Drummond, and it's cleaning up down low. It's due to Danny Gomes, man. Yes, tomorrow is a big day for Manchester United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. We sing. All right, let's get back to this play. So you got Dotson, gets a pick and roll by Drummond. This one is tough. I mean, Noswell has to help out. Obi, he had Larry Nance as his assignment. They get it. See, but look at this. It's just the crashing way too late by Knox. Obi, I don't even know how did Obi come out from up top here? Oh, he's waiting for the outlet pass. Oh, Obi, that's bad. Look at this. 5 guys. And granted, these guys are all small compared to Drummond, but Drummond, 5 Knicks down low, or at least converged. About 3 of them. And Drummond gets it over all these guys. No boxing out, no nothing. No nothing. Can't live that way, man. I can't live that way, bro. Come on, man. We can't be allowing these guys to eat on the boards like that, man. Like, salute. View bots in that. Crown scripts, okay. Try Burrows, salute, man. Mob Deep, salute. What are you talking about? The Wrench Gang? Mod Gang? Jay Busby, salute. Ball distribution is a big problem offensively, mainly Payton and Randle hoarding possessions. You guys got to stop with the Randle thing because, again, Randle's actually, I think that's what Tom Thibodeau wants him to do. He's basically our best facilitator on this team. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, I think sometimes you guys, like, when we lose, you just blame everything on Randle. I just think I was bad in doing that. And here's another play by Drummond. It was a slick play, but this is what I'm talking about, defensive awareness, right? Knox messed up by leaving too early after the double team. Double team is effective, and Knox's assignment, I believe, was Larry Nance, right? If you look where Knox was supposed to help out on this play, like where he does help out and where he's supposed to, like, if he helps out on the play the whole way, he can easily get back to Larry Nance easily. But Knox, again, he giveth and he taketh. You know what I'm saying? So here you see Knox guarding a double team. He makes the right idea to say, oh, my guy's still open, but let me wait and see right here. Because even if he helps out Drummond, if Knox, damn, I wish I could use this freaking pen over here. Why can't I use it? Oh, let me see. If I make it smaller, will that work? I'm trying to use the pen. Hold on. Okay, I can use it now. So if Knox is just right here and just helps out the drive, if Drummond wants to kick it out of Larry Nance, Knox takes one step, he's already there. I'm not scared of Larry Nance hitting that shot. And Larry Nance, I believe, is shooting okay from 3 this year. But I'm not scared. Okay, Larry Nance, you hit that shot. Go ahead, big buddy. Go ahead, bro. Shoot that shot. But Knox, defensive positioning and defensive awareness, knowing that the guy's been driving you guys all day from low post, from the baseline. He's been killing you guys. You have to help out in that. And Larry Nance yesterday, he did go 2 for 4 from 3. He got 14 points. But I'm still learning that if Larry Nance can shoot that shot with my hand in his face, okay, so be it. God bless you. Bless you and yours. Kiss the baby for me. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, crap, I just got the what's saying. But he's not going to do that. Sorry. Larry Nance he's not that type of guy. He ain't built like that. I mean, to be hitting shots. And Larry Nance yesterday, funny enough, Larry Nance was hesitating on a lot of shots. He had a lot of open shots he did not take. Look at this. Kevin Knox goes. See? Bad defensive awareness. It's too late. It's too late. Said it's too late, baby. Now it's too late. And really try to make it. Which I know about that, man. I can tell Stephen. That was Stephen Fox's favorite song back in the day, man. Super Stephen Fox. This guy, yo, you guys are bugging, man. Oh my Lord, Shea Uno, this guy, this troll. Salute to Shea Uno. Please subscribe to his channel. He finally stepped up his raps after I imparted my wisdom on him. He sounds a lot better. Back in the day, he was trying to sound like he's from DC, like you know how to really rhyme. His schemes are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to Shea Uno, man. I'm gonna post one of his videos. Dope song. I like this song. So please go subscribe to my son. My offspring, Shea Uno. He's Yoruba, which it's unfortunate. I'm Efik, so you know what I mean. So forgive him for that. He doesn't know better, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, salute to Shea Uno, man. That's my guy. Please subscribe to his channel. I just posted his video. Let me get back to Drummond. Do I do all the negatives for Drummond? There are more negatives for Drummond, but it is what it is. The guy beasted us, and now let me show some Knicksian things that got me pissed. Now, we're gonna talk about the lack of zone that the Knicks like. Why don't we use? What is wrong with us? There's so many plays that the zone hurts us, right? On this play, it's just bad. Like, it's just why you got 2 up top here. You got man. It's man right now. You guys not even see it. My bad, man. Apologies. I'm not even sure. Payback Carter, salute, bro. Salute Payback Carter. This guy said I prefer this is some GS9. This guy's stupid. Let me have about 45 minutes left. All right, let me get to this real quick. Let me share the video. Apologize, guys. Said it's too late, baby. Now it's too late. All right, this is terrible. Why don't the Knicks use zone? Look at this. You got everybody playing man. You got Payton still trying to fight over the screen. I can't see who that is exactly. Got Stevens coming over. Knox. You know what I mean? Knox is whatever. Drummond has Mitch on him up top. Drummond's not going to do much here. Mitch probably should have backed off a little bit. But look at how lack of zone kills us. Look at this. Now, Payton, I mean, Because who's that? Randle? Randle creeps in, and Knox has to this is Knox's man, but Randle has to creep in. He's on Larry Nance. He's helping. And then Bullock is helping too. Which for some reason, I don't know why Bullock is helping. Because what is Bullock going to do here? If you have two guys here already, what is Bullock doing here? In a 2-3 zone, bam, bam, bam. Hold on. Let me get my pen. Let me get my pen, guys. Look at this. Oh crap, I gotta take this doodle mark over here. Hold up. Said it's too late, baby, now. Now it's stuck in my head. 2-3 zone. Got one here, got one here, you got one here to play this. Got one up top here, you have one up top here anyway. Right? He drives in. He's gonna have him and him here. He can't do much because Knox was having this assignment. He could pop out if he tries to pass it. But now Stevens has to contend with these two. And there'll be another guy here. Say it's Bullock or whatever. Mitch will be here. Sorry, I apologize. Mitch will be here in the center. Randle will probably be one of these guys out here. Probably out here. Bullock is here. You have Peyton here. But look at this. When you're open like that, you're exposed with the man and this bad communication, bad assignment memorization. Look at that. Chetty Osman, open 3. And the funny thing about it yesterday, Chetty Osman, for all the shots I saw, every shot he hit was an open 3. Every shot I see him hit was an open 3. All the other shots were not open 3. All the shots that where we actually guard him and the men were not open shots like that. We kill ourselves. Tom Thibodeau, why aren't we playing zone? I wish one of these reporters, instead of trying to gather stupid rumors, oh yeah, I'm Mark Berman. I heard that Kevin Knox, he slept with 3 strippers. Like, dogs, instead of you asking those, why don't you ask him, why aren't you guys playing zone? Ask him that. These guys, wow. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know what these reporters be doing, bro. Because I'm like, dog, why don't you play zone, man? You need Randle to rest. The communication is not, the ice defense is not really working. Why don't you guys play more men? Every team in the NBA plays men. Your best teams in the NBA play men. The team that won the championship, you know how they won the championship? I apologize. Every team plays zone. Most of your favorite teams play zone. Most of the best teams play zone. I'm not saying they play 100%, but they play a lot of zone. The Lakers last year, when they beat the Heat, what did they play? Zone. How did they shut down the Blazers? The 2-man game, McCollum and Dame Lillard? Zone. How did they shut down Harden and Westbrook? Zone. How did they beat the Denver Nuggets? Zone. Aggressive zone. Smart zone. Come on, dogs. Like, what are we be doing? Like, I'm not on this Tom Thibodeau 5 train. I think Tom Thibodeau is still doing a decent job. But there's just certain things, like, I think he's a little bit stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Some things you can open up. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you another play. Chetty Osman, by the way. Holy crap, Chetty Osman. Salute to Turkey, by the way, man. I used to play Civilization so much, man. The game Civilization, one of my favorite civilizations to use, like from Civilization 4, 5, and 6 was the Ottoman Turks. From the Ottoman Turk Empire. But yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to the next one. There's another one where I'm just like, why aren't we playing zone? There's a team that didn't have any of their guards, any of the top guards. And we're not playing zone. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. You got Chetty Osman. So you got Bullock playing all the way up here. Mitch obviously get on his man. Comes out to pick and roll. Right? And he gets it out to Okoro, fakes it, kicks it back out to what's her name? To Chetty Osman. Another open 3. Bam, bam. You play a 2-3. You play a smart 2-3, a solid 2-3. Chetty Osman can't create this dribble drive penetration right here that gets it to Okoro. Look what Quickley is. Now Quickley has to go and reset. He has to go and reset. And look at and see with Quickley resetting, Okoro beats him off. Beats him is about to beat him to the basket, and now Bullock has to help. Look at all this confusion that we have just because we don't want to play zone. That's a 3 that would have been guarded well if you're playing zone. Even just a 2-3. Because people have to play their assignments, play their areas. You didn't have to do that, Tom. Tom, you're making it hard for yourself. I think you're studying the defensive cohesiveness of this team by just playing man. These guys, and maybe you want these guys to be good at playing man, but play zone 2. You can play zone 2. You can play both. No one said you can't develop by playing both. Let me shout some shouts to some people, man. Salute, man. Yeah. That's Carol King, man. Shay Uno, he said pause. Let me stop sharing the screen because it made my computer go slow. Quickley is terrible. He's just running around on defense. I wouldn't say that yet. He's definitely. I think people overrate. I think people just overrate because EP is so bad. If you see anything good from Quickley, it's like, oh gosh, Delano still, man, that's my guy, man. Salute, man. Yeah, man. We are the worst at defending the 3 zone. Would exacerbate that as the easiest way to kill zones. No, because you could play 3-2 zone. 3-2 zones to stop the perimeter shooting. And this team, they only had 2 guys who really killed us from 3. Chetty Osman. Dotson only hit 1 3, that big 3. Oh, and then he had Larry Nance. So I mean, I think they shot well from 3 tonight. Or yesterday, excuse me. They didn't. They shot 33% from 3. But Chetty Osman should not be hitting big 3s like that. You play 3-2 zone, that cuts it all out. The Hornets played 3-2 zone against us. And we don't even have good shooters. Suta Jamar DeGraffin Reed is NBA. No, you can play zone in NBA. You just gotta be smart and get to a man. You can't just be lost out in space. Salute to Quiet Money, man. Salute. Man, it's too. Oh my gosh, not a stupid song is stuck in my head. What the hell? Let me show another Knicks in play. Lack of zone hurts us. Yes, it does. And it's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Yeah, this is an easy take to the basket by Chetty Osman. Easy take because of what? Bad communication on man and Drummond's blocking down low. Someone said that you could have played a 2-3 yesterday and still stopped them shooting those threes because we got so confused on man. Guys were late to the assignment, especially on Chetty Osman. Chetty Osman hit all his threes or most of his threes open. Guys got to come on. You could have played 2-3 zone and just be in spots. I'm not scared of Isaac Okoro like that. I'm not scared of Dotson shot. I only hit 1 3 last night. So here's real quick. On Chetty Osman driving to the basket. A 2-3 zone negates this easy drive to the basket right here. Switch. Look at that. Bullock is stuck. Good screen by Larry Nance. And great screen by Drummond. Look what Drummond's doing to Randle. Now Mitch he can't get there quick enough. He can't. He's stuck. And Randle, he's thinking Randle's probably going to be the guy, but again, he's stuck. Look how great Drummond pushed him out the place to the zone to the paint to defend Osman. He was in no man's land. 2 players were in no man's land because of confusion on man. 2-3 zone negates this. Look at this. Easy drop to the basket for Chetty freaking Osman. LeBron James's foot masseuse. Come on, bro. What are you doing, man? Terrible. Some of the things I just have an issue with Tom Thibodeau. And for the big 3 that he hit last night, here's a Dotson 3. Now you play man for the most part in these clutch situations. Maybe we don't even have to be in a situation if we played man or we played zone the whole time. But obviously, when it's close like that, sometimes you want to play man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take so-called or break down a zone. But again, look at this. RJ has to help out. So people would say, and this is Bullock. It's your boy Bullock, right? Look at this guy. Oh, this guy just gets me pissed. So here's some of the fallacies, or not fallacies, but some of the issues, issues that we have with zone. Man, I don't know why we don't play zone. And real quick on Obi Toppin, just real quick. So I just want to show some ways that they're utilizing Obi Toppin. We got some horns plays with Obi Toppin. So here, let me show you the horns. Quickly has to get a little bit further down. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers F this up badly because this is an open shot all the whole way. Hold on. So horns, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like here, but it's fine. You got your 2 front court artists, knows well. Obi knows well is probably going to cut to the basket. Obi's probably going to pop out. You got Knox deep in the corner as he should be. Quickly supposed to get deeper, but he saw that. I believe that's Dotson who misplayed it. And yeah, Quickley way wide open for the 3. So you got the horns, kicks out to Quickley for the 3. I thought it was good, but it looked good. Maybe he gets deep into that corner. Maybe he has a cleaner shot. But again, it was clean enough for him to take. Again, horns plays 1-2 is a play he ran a lot with the Wolves with Cat and Dion. And he gets out to Quickley for the 3. He misses it, but again, solid play. I mean, defense broke down, so I can't really sit here and extol it too much. And here's one. I don't know why they didn't use Quickley in a certain way. Because I'm sorry, quick Obi in a certain way. Let me just erase some of these. Is it off? All right. Let me utilize. Let me show my disdain for why they didn't use Obi in a certain way. So gotta wait till this opens up. So here, I asked, why did they use Obi as a zone breaker? So look at this. They're playing the zone. It looks like a 3-2-ish a little bit. I'm not sure if that was by design. I think it's because Rivers tried to push the tempo. So I think that Drummond was probably gonna come down, but he saw that the players in. Why did they use Obi right here in the foul line? If Drummond's gonna play that, because they did play zone against the 2-3, a lot of it. Why didn't they just have Obi down there at the foul line? Have Drummond here. You have your space. It's tough because he can't really space out. But coming to the basket, and then you have a Knox option in the corner. You know, he didn't use Obi. He sent him to try to pick. He got his lunch eaten. Eaten. So that was a poor play. Poor play design by Tom Thibodeau. Again, we pick and roll way too much against zone. And I know you could do it, but to me, I'm not a big proponent of it. You know, I looked this up. Calipari and Patino. Someone told me this, and then I looked it up. I forgot who told me this. Damn, I can't remember who told me this. But whoever told me this, salute to you, man. I can't remember who freaking told me about this. That Patino and Calipari run a lot of pick and rolls against the zone. But in this case, we ain't that. So I just don't understand why we don't use Obi as a zone breaker. Here's another one where they don't use him as a zone breaker, which kind of perplexed me, kind of flabbergasted me, by the way. I don't know. So here's a play. Why is Obi center pick now? This is a 2-3, right? It seems like, or it might be man. Hold on, it might be man. Let me see. It might be man. Hold on. No, that's it looks like man. No, 2-3 or 3-2. Looks like an amoeba kind of zone. Obviously here again, I'm just not sure. So he gets a pick and pop, but it's a terrible pass. Gets out to Kevin Knox. Obi here. They're not utilizing like Randle. It seems like they want to keep him on the perimeter a lot. See, pick and roll, pick and pop, but Knox kind of messes it up. It's because he had a window of opportunity, but he kind of messed it up. Then Chetty Osman recovers. So again, it's like, I think that looks like a zone, but it looks like, I don't know, it looks like man. I might be wrong on that one, but it looked like a zone on that play, even though they're pretty tight in men. So here's another one where they're talking about how they're using Obi Toppin. Bam, perimeter player. I don't see him around here, and he has Drummond on him, which is smart because, look, Drummond will probably block his shots, whatever. He's a terror. This is one where you see Quickley operate the pick and roll, throw the float up. Rather ugly play. It goes in, but again, Quickley has to look for Obi on the outside, but they're utilizing Obi on the perimeter. They want to develop that three-point shot, so you can probably have him in some sets with Randle, but they're not occupying the same space. So again, solid utilization of Obi. I don't have a problem with them trying to use Obi as a three. I think it's just we're so hungry for wins. We're just use anything that works. It's like, nah, that's not the case, bro. Like, you have to work on these individual players' weaknesses to try to make them even better. So here's a play I was talking about when Anthony Dunbar called. You know what I mean? Obi had a shot right there. Look how far away Drummond is. Shoot the shot. But he didn't. Again, they use him more as an outside player. Obi sets the pick. I would have preferred, I think I showed this before. I would have preferred Obi to, I showed this before. I would have preferred Obi to pick, to get out more here on the pick, more out here in the corner, space out. Just I think it would have been hard for you to finish that up. I don't think he's going for alley, but again, they are using Obi Toppin a lot on the perimeter. And then they use him kind of as a downhill player on pick and rolls and have him roll into the basket. Right? See him? He got that shot. He didn't take it. Gets it off to what's his name? Quickly. Then he rolls to the basket. But that wasn't smart just because Drummond's down there. But Quickly makes a shot. So, guys, you got to be patient with Obi. They're using Obi as a space guy to see how he fits with other players. I will open up the video chat so you guys can come in and tell me how idiotic I am. But yeah, salute to everybody, man. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on any of the things that I've shown. If I sounded stupid, let me know, man. Let me see what you guys are saying. You must have seen Stephen Fox hooping on West 4. Foxy yells at the ops, can't throw me out the cage. Joe Madden's here, of course, here to troll me. Let me see. Henny God, salute, guys. Salute, my guy. My guy. Siobhan Robinson, salute. Jay Busby. Quiet Money, salute, Henny God, salute. Yeah, Stephen Fox taking a night off, man. Gotta let him live, man. Salute. What happened to Siobhan Robinson? Salute to. Oh, crap. Your wife just gave birth a few hours ago? Salute. Yo, congrats, bro. Why the hell are you here, man? Holy crap. Go celebrate with your, or, I guess not really celebrating, just like wiping off the baby from all that guck. But, yo, go celebrate, be with your wife, man, kids, man. Thank you for being here, though, but, salute to you, bro. Yo, what's up, Joe? Joe, you're frozen. Salute to Siobhan Robinson, man. Congrats, bro. Salute. But Joe, I don't know what happened, man. Come back in, man. If everybody comes in the chat tomorrow, we do have the Celtics. Yeah. I think Jason Tatum is still out, right? Jason Tatum. Yeah, he's out. I believe he's going to be out for the next game. Let's see. Yeah, Jason Tatum out. Kemba Walker questionable, but still, I ain't taking nothing. Cavs, all these guys were out. We still lost. Yo, salute. What's up, bro?
What's happening, Guillermo? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Just breaking down a game that we could have won, but unfortunately we didn't.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that Tibbs needs to be fired. I'm hearing that Obi Toppin is trash. I'm hearing that.
I see it all. But these people need to realize. Look, Leon Rose is signed to a 5-year deal. Tibbs is signed to a 5-year deal. This year is a soft tank. I don't want to say a tank, but soft if tank. They want, soft tank. They're trying to develop what they have, and they're looking into next year's draft, which I'm happy with. Because if the Knicks decided to play their way out of the lottery to sneak into the 8th seed for this year's draft, that'd have been idiotic. They know that that they're trying to develop. I believe they're going to try and whatever trades are going to be done are trades going out. There'll be nobody coming in, only picks. So that's why I believe Randle, if they get good value for Randle and can get a young player in a pick or 2 picks for Randle, they'll move him. Because my thing is, look, if you're losing with Randle, you can lose without Randle. Same thing with the Giants with OBJ. We traded him, and the team got better because we got accumulated picks. It's the same thing, like as I brought up yesterday, Legion and Nick are on Freezy's podcast. I'm Lauren Tears. I was like, Drummond was traded, even though he was traded for nothing. He was traded, putting up big numbers. Why? Because they wanted to continue to rebuild. They wanted to accumulate something for him. So I think the Knicks aren't going to give him Randle up for a second pick or a second round pick or anything. But I believe that if the team's losing and we're out of the playoff spot, he's going to be moved. That's why I think the veterans are playing. It's showcase for trades. And I think once then the trade deadline's gone and whoever can't get traded will get cut. And then the young guys will start to play.
Gotcha.
Hold
on. Let me say
Yeah.
salute to AC96, man. Salute, bro. Thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate that, man. Please hit the likes and subscribe, man. Thanks for being here with me, man. Yo, Chuck B, stop being scared and get in the chat, man. And MySpace reader invader. Salute, bro. Salute. My bad for missing you. Yo,
Chuck don't want to get in the chat with me.
It's good. I watched you, Sim, and everybody. I just, wanted to call in real quick.
Salute, man. Hey, you have any questions, bro? Any points? What do you think we're gonna do against the Celtics tomorrow? Besides, probably lose.
Honestly, I just want to see Knox in that starting lineup. It kind of really pained me to see, what happened to him last year and how he was used and how he was poorly coached. And then this year he can finally really showcase his talent. And he's doing something. He's not doing everything, but he's doing something. And I also had this really burning thought in my mind about how Knicks fans, they all have these theories about who's going to get traded and who's valued over certain guys. And, you know, most of the time, dudes are like dead wrong. Randle's not going anywhere. I think he'd be extended for Mitch, honestly. And that's a real hot take.
That he would be, he's going to be extended before Mitch.
I really believe, I'm not saying he will, but I'm saying that the odds of that happening is very high in my mind.
I can see that happening.
They like Randle.
Mitch is kind of hard to. I mean, at one point, people were talking about an $80 million, $70 million deal. And it's like he's not worth that. But he is progressing, so it's kind of hard to see. It's like, can you get another player like Mitch somewhere else, like deep in the draft or whatever? Probably. So it's like, do you pay for that type of player? Do you pay him big money until he shows you he can score adequately without someone feeding him the ball? You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily disagree with you on that. I definitely think they're going to pick up Randle's option, his team option, because Tom Thibodeau likes him in terms of, the guy is buying into Tom Thibodeau's system. He's passing, he's facilitating. He's been excellent in regards to positioning, getting the ball out to other players. He's been good scoring. All his stats are up, and his efficiency, I believe, is up as well too. So, yeah, I think they like Randle. I'm not sure about next year, what they do with him next year. But I can see them possibly extending him if they can get guys, if they get some more shooters. They can draft a point guard or a solid guard in a draft, probably another wing or even another big man in some of the later rounds. So, yeah, we'll see, man. But, yeah, I'm not really on the train of, killing Randle right now, man. People don't like Randle. That's fair enough. I wasn't a fan of Randle last year, but the guy has improved. So I got to give you credit, where credit's due. So it is what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, like he's balling out. But I think
yo, salute, bro. Anytime, man. And I'm gonna fix this damn phone so I can have you guys actually hear each other. It's just freaking Obi. The sound stuff is tough, man. But go. What are you gonna say, Joe? And Chuck is scared to come up here, Chuck. You scared to come up here, Chuck? Come on, bro. You talk all this trash about my guy Joe Madden, man. Even though Joe Madden has that stupid shirt on.
What shirt?
NYCS. Come on, bro. Yo, Artist Steele.
Yo, what up? Salute everybody in the chat. Salute, Joe. What's going on?
Salute, man. We just talking, bro.
Hey, quick situation. I'm hearing this Beal trade talk picking up and everything. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to trade anybody on the roster right now. If you know what I'm saying, I feel like if we could just keep everybody intact, let them play out their contract, we could restart. We can reset next season through the draft. We can look for players that fit the need and fit our cultural shift right now in the free agency. Like for instance, I'm looking at some of the small forwards that are available. And I think Duncan Robinson is about to be a restricted free agent next season, so maybe, we could attract him to address the shooting. Because I'm not saying don't swing for the fence for Kawhi Leonard, but I think Kawhi Leonard is one of those guys that I'm a little tentative on, to be honest.
I am too. Just real quick, so we're definitely not going to get Bradley Beal. We could just we don't have the assets for him. We're not getting him. And there are players that we can get that I think that there are log jams at other teams, right? So I mentioned this on Thursday with Sim. I said Kevin Porter might be a guy because they have guys like Cam Reddish. They just brought on Bogdanovich, and they have Gallo there, right? So there's a log jam at forward, right? I'm not sure if he may not be starting here. If we relieve so much in Knox, but you're talking about a guy who give you 25, 30 minutes off the bench, sharpshooter. And he's relatively young. That's one guy. Another guy is Furkan Korkmaz. Even though I think the 76 still like him, he's getting less minutes than Isaiah Joe, who they just drafted, right? That's less than his 21.7 minutes a game last year. So I don't know if he's on the ins or outs, but he's a deadly sharpshooter. And I think he's struggling right now. I think he last year shot around like 40%. I think he's shooting like 25 or something like that. I might be wrong. So he could definitely correct me if I'm wrong. That's another guy we could look at. If you give him maybe a second or something, maybe he comes to the Knicks. Again, relatively young, so he could grow with this team. Coming off the bench, Brian Forbes is another guy. He's with the Bucks, but the Bucks do like him, so that'd probably be tough. There's some other plays we could go at. So again, Bradley Beal. You'd have to give up all your draft picks and well, every other draft pick, right? And then plus, you have to give him your whole team. And we had the same issue with Melo. We gave him all these assets, and we complain, oh, we have nothing around Melo. So, and getting Bradley Beal, we're not right there at the championship. So what's the point of getting him? There's really no point in getting him if you have to sell everything to get him. I'm talking about draft picks. I'm not just talking about these players. I'm talking about draft picks. So I definitely don't think we're going to get him. Duncan Robinson, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think they're going to – no team's going to go crazy for him, and I don't think Duncan Robinson's a guy you go crazy for. Look, he has a great relationship with Bam Adebayo. If you watch them, they have probably one of the better two-man games in the NBA where Bam gives him that little handoff at the top of the key and hits that three really quickly. I think that right now, since they didn't get Giannis or Harden, I think the Heat is just going to go with the youth movement and try to get as many years in production out of Jimmy Butler as they can. As long as he's still going to be kind of like this, combo guard who can facilitate, get the ball around, shoot, and make other guys better. So, I mean, there are other options out there, but I agree with you, bro. I'm not for trading all of our draft picks and everybody for Bradley Beal, who Bradley Beal's averaging 35 points a night and have a worse record than us. So,
right, and also I'm looking at too if he's gonna go to a team, it would probably be. I would honestly be looking at Portland. Portland might make that move because they won't have to give up as much to get him. If you think about the fact that all you have to give up is maybe PJ McCollum, Knoxville Miller in the first round pick. For one, the money would still add up. Two, you're not losing productivity because at the end of the day, PJ McCollum is still an outside shooter. So spacing the floor is still his forte. He can create for himself and create for others. While Westbrook might be, sitting on the bench or, not be available at certain points of the game. So they're kind of the similar, they have similar skill sets. I'm not saying they're the same type of player. Like, you're not going to get it's not guaranteed to get the same effects every time. But as far as their skill sets, it's very similar. So,
and by the way, this is Delano still. I apologize, man. I read another. I read the first artist or whatever. It's Delano still. I'm like, wait, hold up, artist is Delano still. I apologize for that, but yeah, Portland. I don't know what the f they're gonna do if they don't get to like the Western Conference Finals with that team. They gotta break up that team. But to your point, it's like CJ McCollum and Bradley Beal. You can argue that Bradley Beal is better than CJ McCollum, but you trade them. It's a wash in terms of kind of like their impact. Like, I'm not even sure you'd have, because again, Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal obviously could play on ball. He's a multifaceted guard, but it's like, are you truly improving the team? Or are you just getting a lot better CJ McCollum? And I don't think that just getting a so-called better CJ McCollum or McCollum type, let me say McCollum type, in the same similar role, right, as a scoring guard, I'm not necessarily sure that's the issue with the team. Like, their defense is not, or at least from last year, wasn't great. They had inconsistent play from the big guys in the playoffs. Nurkic, and that's on the coach Stotts. They may need to get rid of Stotts. As much as I think he's a solid coach. Yeah, bro. It didn't make any sense in the playoffs against the Lakers. They were killing the Lakers with great cuts by Nurkic down, cut into the lane, cut into the zone, make the quick passes to Nurkic. And then after game one, after Dame went in so-called Dame time, by the way, in that game one, Dame almost shot them out the game. If you go back and look, he almost shot them out the game. Then the rest of the games was basically, all right, yeah, Dame McCollum, try to do something. And I was like, wait, what's the game plan? Like, no flares out. Again, he uses that fist motion flare. Didn't see anything of that, even though they're playing zone. But they had no answer for the Lakers zone. So I really don't know where the hell Bradley Beal goes, man.
Yeah, I would tell you where Bradley Beal would be more effective, though. I think
Miami.
Especially if stops running that same nonsensical play that he does, where he has Dame basically set up in a trap for on the right wing, and then you have like not Bradley Beal, but PJ McCollum. He'll be like a little further out, close to the half court hash, waiting for the pass. Which is easy, it's an easy field. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy passing lane field if you play it right. As opposed to what you could do is you could have him run up a curl screen, go to the baseline where Dame is at. You know what I'm saying? A good curl screen will get you freed up for a good 3 to 4 seconds. You can let that shot off in plenty of time. So there's certain things that I look at where Portland kind of shoots themselves in the foot because of Stockton's system. But I also look at too, as far as Bradley Beal is a better defender than CJ McCollum, and I think that's where they're really lacking because they're willing defenders, but they're just not good. And I think that CJ, because of his height, it's a lot easier to shoot over him. If you give Bradley Beal that look, maybe it's not as easy,
No, I agree with that. I agree with like Terry Stotts' system, especially in the playoffs. It just looks like trash, and I noticed because I was praying so hard because Damian was one of my favorite guards. Believe it or not, it's just damn. What the hell is with this?
Yeah, it's just again, his defense is always going to be questionable. Because even like the other game I saw, Dame was on his guy, but again, a lot of backing down, and he made the shot difficult, but he shot over him and made the shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like again, it's not that only defense that James Harden plays. It's just that again, playing with scenarios and everything, especially if you're not affecting the way he shoots the rock. So that's really the only problem with Dame.
Yeah, overall, man, I the Bradley Beal thing as Knicks fans, we got to get that out of our heads, man. I don't know. Let me ask you this: if they break up that team, would you try to go after McCollum or Dame?
Dame all day.
I don't know. At the end of the day, if I'm Portland, I already know that Dame is a franchise player. So anybody asking for Dame would be untouchable. I think there are certain players in the league that just you're never going to see them go anywhere unless they're asking for the trade themselves.
Right. It's tough, but you've seen teams break up. Hey, no one ever thought that Shawn Kemp was ever going to lead the Seattle Supersonics. You know what I'm saying? It happened. Even though Dame, I think, is probably a bigger figure than Shawn Kemp.
Right. I mean, you're right, because I didn't expect, matter of fact, I didn't expect Gary Payton to get traded to Milwaukee for Ray Allen.
Nope. And Gary Payton was everything to that franchise.
I think it was a reset. I think that's where certain teams, because even the fact that it took, okay, we're going to strip this team down to everybody's gone but Gary. And then when it got to the point where, okay, we had our early Gary, we're going to trade him now for Ray Allen. I think that's what you'll see first. I think you'll see they'll strip everybody off that team and leave Dame, to stay as the franchise until they can only go but so far with him.
Yeah.
And then they'll use their trading options with him. But even with him, I just think the way he plays, as far as that level of loyalty, whether it's blind or commendable, I think it'll take him asking for that trade before he goes anywhere.
Right. All right, fair enough. But yo, Delano Still, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. My brother, man.
Yeah,
to you, man. Peace, bro. See you later, man.
All right, bro.
Great pieces of discussion by Delano Still. Blarney's about to happen, but definitely, man, there's some teams that are going to be breaking up, man. I think the Bradley Beal thing is a little bit dead, but it will be interesting to see where it goes. Now, people said Denver. And I was having a discussion a while ago with God knows Elijah. Oh, Lord. Does this guy have glasses on? Does he have granny glasses on? What is wrong with this guy?
All right, Kim, I'll talk to you later.
Wait, Joe, why did you leave? Oh my gosh, Joe, I'm laughing at two things. Yo, F you, man. F you. I see you talk, I'm gonna fight you, bro. I don't look like this. I got granny glasses. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? What the hell? Come on, man. Holy crap. And he put the hat though. Yo, you're not funny, Chuck. You're corny. Oh, City for real. What's good, baby? Yo, hold on.
What's good, man?
Jay Busby, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Much appreciated. He says, we need to find out what we have. We finally have developmental coaches. We follow developmental. development coaches. We fire 2 and hire 5. We need to let them do their job and see the guy. I agree with you. I'm not all about fire. Yo, this guy Chuck, man. F you, Chuck. Yo, I'm on your side, Joe. Not leave. F Chuck. Chuck ain't nobody, son. F him. Yo. Yo, this dude is corny. I hate this dude, man. Yo, what are your thoughts, man? Me and Chuck are fighting not against each other, with each I guess in cahoots with each other and fighting against everybody who's saying that Quickley is a point guard, man. Now, state your case as to why Quickley's not a point guard, Chuck.
Well, once again, I'm not making excuses for Randle, no, RJ, but the trajectory of his shot, along with the density of the air, creates the magnitude of different circumstances. But again, I'm not making excuses for RJ. I'm fair.
I said, wait, did I say RJ? I meant to say Quickley. My bad, man. I apologize. Did I say Quickley or did you say my bad? RJ, my bad. My brain's all over the place. RJ.
Quickley. About Quickley. Yeah, about Quickley. I'm not making excuses for RJ, but yeah. I'm not making excuses for him.
All right, so thoughts on Quickley?
No, I'm not making excuses for RJ.
Screw Chuck. He's trying to comment me like literally anything I ask him about. He's just gonna say I'm not making excuses.
All right, quickly.
You know what? I give you that, man. Because he confused. I'm like, hold up. I know my memory is trash, but did I just mention? I said I know for a fact I mentioned Quickley. That was a good one, Chuck. That was a good one, Chuck. I give it to Chuck, man. Chuck is funny. Go ahead.
Yo. Man. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let Chuck finish. I want to chime in real quick.
Oh, yeah, you got it, City.
Yeah, quick. It's the same thing, man. It's going to be the ongoing debate whether he's a point guard or a combo guard. I don't think it's as important as people making it because they taking not you, but they taking people calling him a point guard as criticism. I mean, not a point guard, as criticism. And it has nothing to do with belittling him. If you're not a point guard, so what? You're a combo guard. It don't matter.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they take it as like a put down. No, it's not a put down. It's a critique. Me calling Rivers a combo guard is not disrespecting his game. He's not a point guard.
Yeah, Quickley. And the thing about it is that when you watch Quickley, like and I think Tom Thibodeau puts him in his role. He attacks, and then he may pass off. And I showed a few with the alley-oops and stuff like that. But that was a broken play, by the way. But overall, Quickley is not this high level or let me say, not I say high level, but a facilitating point guard where he's setting up the offense, getting guys in position. Mm-hmm. He's usually attacking, and if he passes, it's because he doesn't have he can't push anymore, or he sees somebody open, which he's supposed to do. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that because Elfrid Payton's play is so bad recently, is this anything? Oh, anybody looks like a guard in their production. Oh, yeah, he has to be. It's like, guys.
Yeah.
Chill out. If you can have a chance to get Jalen Suggs, because I'll be the same guys. If we got into next year's draft, I had a chance to draft Jalen Suggs. You're taking Jalen Suggs and you're pushing Quickley back to whatever combo guard, off guard position you saw him at. So chill out. But let me ask you, City. Do you think Quickley is a point guard?
Combo guard, easily. And I would say this too, man. Like, people look too much into positions nowadays. Like, things ain't the way it used to be before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you got guys that play the 4 or the 5 that run a team like the 1. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, therefore, like, nowadays, what we looking at is we looking at guys that we're saying, oh, this guy's a point guard. He should do this. He should do that. Or this guy is this. No, it ain't like that no more. What did they say last year? I and I don't even want to talk his name because he was a horrible coach, but Coach Fizz said it. He positionless basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these are the times that we're moving into, but I think a lot of people are still stuck in the old days or whatever. But with that being said, to get on a brighter note, I would say this too about our team, man. Everybody is looking, or I can't even say everybody. A lot of people say, yo, I just want the team to be competitive or whatever, right? And here's my problem with that. When you're being competitive and you're being close in games, sooner or later, you start expecting wins. That's what the problem with having a team that's just being competitive. That's what the problem is because once you start being competitive, you start expecting wins. And when those wins don't happen, people get upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fans get mad because they're like, yo, oh, we were right there, yo. If we would have did this, we would have did that. Like, we would have been in there, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about being competitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be competitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? You either play to win or you play to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this. I just want to be competitive and for a couple of games to make it to this, to make it to that. No, because being competitive is just opening the door for me to be like, we should have won this game. We should have won that game. No. Play to win.
Wait, hold up. Salute
and
to
let's get it.
Super Argo, man. He's been shouting me out for a while. Salute to Agent Super Argo, and salute to Digital Madrigal, man. But continue, my bad, City.
No, you good. But that's all I was saying though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of just being competitive. I want to see if we're gonna be competitive, I want to see it produce. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be competitive just to lose. Like, you know what I mean? I want to be competitive to produce some wins and get us back where we need to be. You know what I mean?
But see, think about it. Salute to Jarrell Williams, salute to Ismail Rivas, salute to Anudi 25, salute to Zach's coaches Dex. The thing about it is that this team was so bad last year, right?
Yeah.
We're not a team like we're not full of talent, right? So when you're a team that's not full of talent, and look, there are games that we could say, oh, we should have won, or there are games that we just ish the bed. I have to give it like a lot of these games, we probably would have been 0-8. Or what would we? We're 5-8 now. We would have been 0-13. 0-12, whatever we are.
Well, last year, you saying last year?
With a lot of these games, we probably would have had 2 wins at best. That Jazz game, with all the mistakes they were making, we capitalized on them like that. They were up by 18 at one point. You know what I'm saying? We don't come back. We weren't coming back from games like that, except for that one Grizzlies, was it the Grizzlies or Hornets game? No, the Grizzlies game where Moutier went off. And that's from an individual performance, right? We're not consistent like that. The Pacers game, a team that mollywopped us the first game, and we played them way better the second. Like we didn't have a team that adapted to game by game. Like it's like we stunk last year. So again, we talk about individual. It's like, yeah, we would love to see wins, but again, we are not that talented of a team. I laugh when people say this. Like Chuck hears this all the time. Yo, we could trade for Zach LaVine. We could trade Frank DSJ Knox in a first rounder. It's like, dogs. You probably just for mentioning those guys, they're probably going to charge you more. Like, do you think we're stupid? Like, we're going to take Knox, we're going to take Frank, and we're going to take DSJ, and we think that we're going to go back to whatever the draft years were, and then take your first back. Oh yeah, this is great. Like, dogs, we as Knicks fans, man, we have delusions of grandeur, man.
Oh man, see, a lot of the thing about that too is like our players, we got a lot of young dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? And these young cats, like, you know what I mean? They give us glimpses and flashes here and there. And we just don't really know what they actually gonna be. Because I would say out of all of our young players, none of them have came in to where we're like, okay, yeah, this guy is going to be it for that spot. Like, you know what I mean? They give us glimpses and flashes, and then they fade out. Like, you know what I mean? And then they give us glimpses and flashes, and then they fade out.
Let
you
me
know what I'm saying?
start with Chuck. Salute to Jack Peters, by the way. Salute, bro. And Danny Gomes, salute. Let me ask you, Chuck. Have you seen improvements? And be honest, because or be fair, because we know Chuck is gonna hate. But have you seen individual developments within individual players this season versus last season?
Oh, guys that was here last. A little bit with Knox. From an effort standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Mitch. Mitch looked the same to me.
Come on. Yeah, come on, bro.
I think he has less fouls.
Come on, bro.
Less fouls. Average 3.2 last year. He's down to 2.6.
Yeah, but that's also schedule related because of the bigs he's facing. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't he averaging more minutes than he was last year? So
30 versus 23.
It's still who he's facing though. You know what I'm saying? How he looked versus Drummond.
Look terrible.
Wait, but let's ask this question. How do many people look versus Drummond?
No, but we're talking about Mitch. We're critiquing him.
No, we
Jason, by the way.
Look, we can say it's Mitch, but at the end of the day, not a lot of people can play that good versus Drummond. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we can say it's Mitch, but at the same time, Mitch can go into a category with a lot of greats that got their stuff handed to them by Drummond.
Well, Drummond is really not an offensive juggernaut. But how many fouls he have? 4?
Yesterday?
4, right? 4.
I do not know about that.
Yeah, 4? Hold on. He had 4.
Okay. The better the offensive player, the more fouls. See how that works?
Yeah, but
that's not always true.
Have a bad game against
it's true for him.
Shooting a lot of outside shots. Bonus a lot.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man.
It's true for him. Okay, so Mitch looked the same to me. Jay got worse.
Who got worse?
Sorry, you called
RJ.
RJ got worse. Did you mention Randle yet? I don't think you mentioned Randle yet.
No. Randle got a little better. I think it's mainly the system he's in.
Okay.
To me, Randle was good last year. Anyway, but now he's
we're
playing.
talking about in general, right?
Yeah, but now he's playing under a structure, so it calmed him down pretty much. It gave him lanes instead of just being all over the place. So, who's left? Peyton? You want to count Peyton?
Come on.
All right.
Oh my God!
Don't do that.
Who am I missing?
If that's what you want to.
Knox slightly.
I think Knox just got put. It's same to Randle a little bit, where he just got put in the corner. And hey, shoot the corner threes, which he's shooting 60% from corner threes. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But other than that, the rest of his game, he tried to put the ball on the ground and try to shoot a mid range. There's a mid range stepped in, he missed it. Like his other parts of his game are just not there yet. But he's a confidence guy. You know what I mean? When he hits those threes from the corners, like you see him kind of open up and drive, attack, and play more with the offense versus kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah, so I really didn't see a big jump from anybody.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Let me get to Jason. Who are your thoughts on most improved players overall?
Man, to be honest, it's only Randle because everybody else that has improved. Rivers was not on this team. Quickley was not on this team. Burks was not on this team. Guys like those and Quickley, those guys have produced, but guys like RJ digressed. Peyton, he's giving you the same numbers basically. Maybe even more a little bit probably. I don't know what it is right now, but yeah, it's kind of like there's not much improved besides Randle. Randle's the only one that has stepped up his game, and which is expected. Like he has shown this game, his potential in New Orleans, and so he should have. This is what he should have did last year, but coaching and just all over the place. So yeah.
See that.
But Randle's numbers ain't too far from what he did last year.
They're not, but they're higher.
No, you're right about that.
He was utilized a lot better.
Yeah, he got a particular role this year.
Well, and people are getting mad because about RJ has improved, but when you're the second, or I mean, you're pretty much the main, or say a second, like primary playmaker or primary like person with the ball, and you're as inefficient as he is, dude, you're basically a black hole in the offense. This is what people were saying about Rudy Gay like 3 years ago. A black hole. He was putting up 20, 22, 23, 25 points, whatever it was. And people were saying he's a black hole. He's not a black hole now, really, because he's in a lesser role. But RJ is going to be that guy if he continues his offensive consistency or the way he's playing.
But you're talking about a kid again,
He's 20, though, so I'm not killing him right now, but that's what he is right now.
I'm now Chuck, because Chuck made fun of me, so I can't say the classic. I'm not taking it for RJ. I'm not taking it for RJ. I hate this guy, but RJ is a young player. So can you really say like he's regressed? Yeah, I mean compared to last year. And again, I think Tom Thibodeau was forcing him to take so many shots, like to try to get it to the.
He's shooting a lot of threes. He's shooting so many 3-pointers that basically.
Yeah. Tom Thibodeau, like, dude, if you're gonna shoot threes, just shoot the corner three because it's the easiest to the back. It's the closest to the basket. So I think that he's forcing RJ to take a lot because RJ, bro, remember that game? Was it not last game? It was the Hornets game. He passed the shot in the corner, and then in the timeout, Tom Thibodeau was like, "Yo, shoot the freaking ball." He's like, "Yo, shoot the ball, man. Like, I don't want you giving the ball. I want you to shoot." So, salute to Clutch B-Ball TV. He says, "Can we accept that RJ isn't a number one option? The best players can produce on a good level regardless of surroundings." I don't disagree. I don't think RJ is a number one option whatsoever. As a complementary piece, he could probably develop into that. And again, he should learn from Butler, a guy whose explosiveness, he's probably more explosive than RJ, but he's not the most explosive player. He's a smart guard, can facilitate, can score a lot from the mid range. He always averages or at least last year, most career, he only averaged like 2 threes a game. So if you can take from that, you will find a gem in RJ. And of course, if you can make his defense as good as Butler, but that remains to be seen. But City, for real, man, have you seen anybody develop?
There's a couple of people that that come to mind, I would say, in development wise. And I would say the young guys that we had on the team before Mitch took a step up, I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might not be leaps and bounds to where we need to be ranting and raving, but he took a step up. Knox, I would say he's on his way. He's borderline, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's right there on the cusp of kind of like what we saw last year, but more of the effort is there. So I would say he's on his way of taking a step up. If you want to say Frankie Fingers, I don't know, because like obviously
Frankie Smokes.
Yeah. Frankie Smokes, Frankie Fingers, whatever you want to call him.
There's a bunch of nicknames for the Frank Hive, but
you know what I mean? I can't really call it because we haven't really seen too much of them. Like, you know what I mean? We can go down the line. Let me see, who else
you can't really talk about DSJ either. He barely has played. You can't talk about a lot of these players. Oh, you can't talk about Obi. You can talk about Obi. He hasn't shown any improvement. I mean, he's his first year, but can't talk about a lot of players.
Jason. DSJ. I mean, we haven't seen nothing.
Hey, Jason. Say that one more time for Chuck. Who didn't improve? You said D. Who was that?
Oh man, DSJ. The guy has no jump shot, no defense. He looks like he has no motor.
How you
But
gonna
we
judge
only
if you-
come on. Let's be
Right.
honest.
What?
Let's be
How
for
can you
real.
judge if he didn't play? Don't
Let's
he
be
gotta
honest.
do
That's
something?
what I was about to say.
You could
Let's
judge
be
him.
honest.
Played
Let's
the
be
entire
for real.
preseason.
You could judge him because he's not playing.
Nah, but that's in the
Kuzma,
preseason though.
Yeah, did
Yeah, and then he never played because he.
Did his
That's
defense
why.
get better?
Hold up, Guzman, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, panel?
Suter Guzman,
Did
man.
his
Yo,
defense
what
get better in the preseason? Did his defense get better in the preseason?
Is he on the court? Is he on the court right now? He's court right now. That's what I want to know.
That's
But he's hurt.
Preseason
the
defense.
answer.
You've answered my
That-
question. You've answered my question. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say.
No,
He's not on the court.
I actually did his defense improve. That's like a yes or no. That don't have nothing to do with if he playing or not. Did his
mean,
defense?
I guess. Everybody's defense has improved.
Really?
like
Everybody?
okay.
I wouldn't say everybody.
No, but what I mean is
That's not an automatic thing.
DSJ, you need him for his offense. You need him for his offense. You don't. And same thing with Knox. You draft him for their offense. And we didn't draft DSJ, but we traded or we have him for his offense. Why would we?
That's the
keep him?
worst argument ever.
Why? Please explain that. Explain that. Why?
You know,
Explain.
you know who else do that? The Frankers. The Frankers.
Oh my God, Billy! This man said Frankers.
The fingers.
Look, the
Oh,
Frankers.
man. Let me hear this.
The Frankers always say we didn't draft him for his offense. We drafted him for defense.
Mhm.
Nobody goes into the draft saying, all right, I'm going to take this point guard for defense at number 8. No, you don't do that.
No, I don't know, man.
No, you do not.
Andy Garcia, by the way.
No, you do not specify, oh, I'm going to draft this pick and roll defender at number 8. You could get that without using the draft pick on it. You draft him to be good. You don't draft him just to play defense. That's ridiculous. So you knocking DSJ because his defense got better, but his offense didn't.
Well, one thing, first of all, I apologize. I cut into Lawrence Tears times. I apologize for that because this is just too good, man. Jason, you gotta come back, Jason. You gotta come back, bro. Because I need to fight Chuck. I apologize, guys. Guzman, I'm sorry, man. Yo, please come back tomorrow. I'll be here probably around 8 or 9. We could talk for a lot more before 11:45. I apologize. Guys, please go over to Lawrence Tears, man. I apologize for doing this. Freezy, I was not trying to cut into your time. So please go over to Andy Garcia. I didn't call you out. Brandon McNeely, salute, man. I will not be covering the game tomorrow.
Good. I'll catch y'all over there.
I'll be covering I'll be doing the after game after.
We'll take this debate another time, Chuck. Don't worry about it.
So suit you guys. Peace. We out, man. Sorry about that.
Peace.